Tonight at 9, FBI arrests D.C. councilman. Federal agents taking Trayon White into custody midday. Live with the details known and yet to be unearthed.
And we still at this late hour have some storms out there. We'll show you the latest radar and talk about what's to expect for the overnight hours and beyond with my full 7-day forecast.
And heading back to class, more students, parents, and teachers are prepping for the first day of school. How safety and cell phones are top of mind, plus mental health concerns. And Kid of the Year, the Virginia teenage scientist honored for his skin cancer fighting soap. Hear how he's achieving his dreams. And supermarket savings, we're stretching your dollar with how grocery prices and 3 popular supermarkets fared to start the week. We're following the money.
You're watching the station covering all of the DMV. This is DC News Now.
Good Sunday evening. Thank you for joining us for DC News Now at 9 o'clock. I'm Ben Dennis. Developing news out of the district tonight, the FBI has arrested DC Council member Trayon White. It happened earlier this afternoon outside of his southeast home in Navy Yard. That's where DC News Now's Dave Laval joins us live tonight. Dave, bring us up to speed. Still no word yet on why the FBI arrested White.
Well, that's correct, Ben. At this point, no word from the FBI or the Justice Department as to why they arrested Trayon White. D.C. Council Chair Phil Mendelson confirmed the arrest earlier this evening. Behind me, let me step out of the way, there's Trayon White's car, and witnesses told us this is where they saw White taken into custody by the FBI while he stood beside it earlier this afternoon. As we said, there's still no word from federal agencies as to why they arrested White, who has been the Ward 8 council member since 2016. The arrest surprised neighbors. They did not expect it in this pretty influential part of the district.
It's just an average Sunday, and it was pretty wild to see everybody in the lobby here, and it's usually pretty quiet, so it was kind of a shock.
Yeah, it definitely looked like it was something pretty serious. They had the block shut off for a good time, but yeah, it seemed like they had a good handle. We only saw really the second part of it, but yeah, it's pretty crazy stuff.
It's believed White remains in federal custody and will make his first appearance in federal court sometime Monday, at which time we'll learn more about the arrest. We're live in Navy Yard in Southeast. Dave Laval, DC News Now.
That closely. Also monitoring your forecast. Scott, right now it's still a little bit warmish out there, but come Tuesday it's going to feel like September.
Yeah, I got some interesting stuff. Let's get right to it here. First, a wide perspective here, Ben, of what we have. We have showers and storms up towards Baltimore and points north of there. But really now the only game in town is this line right here. Now I want to focus in a little bit on that. First of all, the future radar shows it's continuing to plow east here and maybe even a little south over the next hour or so, impacting Dale City and Stafford and Fredericksburg here right along I-95. But a little interesting thing here, we had a part just about an hour or so ago, this line here right there, that was a wind gust line, and what happens with that is new storms form on it. So the old decaying storms come and form out ahead of it. We call that a gust front, and I've highlighted here with the new storms right in through there, which formed, and they regenerate. So basically think of it this way. We have a storm setup such as this. We have that strong thunderstorm with a strong updraft here. That's part one. But then at some point here, that updraft weakens and the cooler air builds in the middle of the storm, and then that flows down and out, as you see with this graphic, out ahead of the initial line. So that reforms another line. And it's almost repetitive in nature, or can be repetitive in nature. And that's what we see there tonight. So I thought that was kind of interesting to show you guys as those storms continue to move a little closer to D.C. And so we could have some wind gusts here over the next hour, so we'll watch it closely.
All right, Scott. All right, new tonight in D.C., police say that a 17-year-old boy was shot overnight in Southeast. Officials say it happened on Call Place around 3:20 this morning. It's there they found the boy who was shot. He was conscious and breathing. That investigation is ongoing. Over in Maryland, more anti-Semitic messages found in Montgomery County. The first at an elementary school, now a synagogue. Officials at the synagogue have taken down the sign at Congregation Bethel, which was vandalized. It originally read, "We support Israel and its quest for peace." But the synagogue's executive director says that she's worried the threats could escalate to something more than words.
There's always a concern, and we always keep that in the back of our minds. Our security committee meets regularly, and we are constantly evaluating risk.
Officials say the synagogue has security cameras on that property, but they did not catch who vandalized the sign. The synagogue has also filed a police report. But this week also marks 1 year since that deadly flooding killed 10 dogs at District Dogs in Northeast D.C. The owners of those dogs are still left without answers. And as our Daniel Hamburg explains, owners are still frustrated too.
After a year, these pet owners say there are more questions than answers as to what happened inside this building, which used to house District Dogs. 8 of the 10 families affected by this flood have filed a lawsuit against the founder, Jacob Hensley, and District Dogs. 1 year since flash flooding killed 10 dogs at District Dogs, those pet owners are still looking for answers.
There's just a lot of question marks around where Mona was that day, where she was placed, where she was found.
Mona was Jocelyn Lobos Segura's dog.
There really is no day that I don't think about that day. And I drive by there all the time, knowing that that was where Mona was last at.
Lobos Segura says owner Jacob Hensley still hasn't talked to her and the other families about what happened. A District Dog spokesperson said, quote, "There are no words to convey our sorrow for the families still grieving from the loss of their dogs." Going on to say, "We are committed to healing these wounds and building deep and lasting ties with the communities we serve."
It's always just those generic answers, which of course doesn't bring any sort of closure for me.
She's not a part of it, but 8 families are signed on to a lawsuit against Hensley and District Dogs. Families signed on tell me they're hoping to hold District Dogs and Hensley accountable for their inactions that led to that day and work toward legislation change to bring better safeguards to daycares and boarding facilities for furry family members. Lobo Segura says she is doing things to keep Mona's memory alive, including adopting 2 dogs, one of which is with her parents, and she's also regularly donating to the Humane Society in Pennsylvania. In Northeast, Daniel Hamburg, DC News Now.
Thanks to Daniel. An update tonight, Maryland Congressman Steny Hoyer says he's doing well after suffering a mild stroke a week ago. Hoyer posted on X earlier today saying, quote, "Thank you to all the friends, colleagues, and fellow Marylanders who reached out with well wishes last week. I'm grateful to be on the mend and look forward to seeing folks around soon." We wish him well. All right, students are starting to head back to school in the DMV, and Montgomery County schools are considering enhancing security protocol. DC News Now's Christian Pena tells us more about the possible addition of metal detectors.
Safety is at the top of the agenda for Marcus Jones, who's the new head of security for MCPS. And while the details are not fully out yet, MCPS officials tell me he's working to make sure weapons don't enter classrooms.
Increased security may be coming to Montgomery County public high schools, and for some it can't come any sooner.
I think schools are not safe, period. I think that honestly anywhere you go nowadays there's some danger.
Current head of security, safety, and emergency management for MCPS, Marcus Jones, is considering implementing weapon detectors to its high schools. According to MCPS officials, the plans are fluid as the school system is in the initial phase of talking with vendors on what weapon detectors may look like.
I would probably consider just a combination of increased awareness and education programs.
In a statement to DC News Now, MCPS says they're, quote, "in an initial step in identifying potential solutions to strengthen our safety measures." The move comes after Montgomery County Police reports a student was arrested in October for bringing a gun to Walter Johnson High School. Action students in the area say are continuing to distract them from learning.
We should be able to be focused on our math, focus on how stupid our trigonometry test was, not what the quickest route out of the building is.
MCPS says they're currently exploring various options that may enhance classroom security. Yet one thing young adults would not like to see implemented are metal detectors.
It feels like an airport, and school shouldn't exactly feel like an airport. I get the thought process behind it, but also as a student, it's hard.
Marcus Jones is expected to present his new safety plan before the School Board of Education this upcoming Tuesday. So of course, make sure to stay with us as we continue to bring you the latest developments regarding school safety. In Bethesda, Maryland, I'm Christian Pena, DC News Now.
Thanks to Christian. In Virginia, students could soon lose the ability to have a cell phone at school. The Department of Education has released a draft policy following Governor Glenn Youngkin's executive order last month that calls for school districts to ban students from using cell phones from the first bell until dismissal. but the guidelines will differ slightly for elementary, middle, and high schools. The next step is to collect feedback from families through a survey online. The goal, have a school cell phone policy ready to go by January the 1st. And staying in the Commonwealth, it's Restaurant Week in Alexandria. That means you can try a new restaurant without breaking the bank. It started Friday and it goes until August the 25th. More than 50 restaurants are taking part. Multi-course dinners range from $27 to $50. The $27.50 price is a price range. That's a nod to Alexandria's 275th anniversary. Well, a teen from Fairfax County has been named 2024's Kid of the Year by Time magazine. This is the 15-year-old scientist, Heyman Bekele. He's being recognized for his skin cancer fighting soap. He says the idea came to him while growing up in Ethiopia, where he saw people work long hours in the sun. We caught up with Bekele during Black History Month. He told us he wants to turn his invention into a nonprofit organization. The goal, help make skin cancer treatment more accessible around the world.
So long, everybody's just been put, especially when it comes to people of like African American culture, it's just been put in a box. And it's really great to see that everything is sort of, that box is slowly being broken and everyone's being told that they can achieve their dreams.
And he also credits his family for setting the stage for his achievements.